Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. The Cleveland Cavaliers were the favorite coming into this year's Eastern Conference Finals. But after giving up the first two games in Boston, things are looking shaky. LeBron James has only trailed 2-0 6 times in his playoff career and has come back to win 2 of those series.
Right now, we got our backs against the wall, but it's no time for panic. I think Boston did what they were supposed to do, take care of their home court advantage. We have a great opportunity to do the same thing here. So we got to rally together, communicate a little bit better, play better on both ends of the floor, and try to figure it out.
Even with a stellar game from LeBron posting a 40-point triple-double in Game 2, Boston still came out on top. And starting shooting guard J.R. Smith knows it's going to take a team effort to turn this series around.
We're making Bron play hero ball, which is tough to do, especially in the Eastern Conference Finals. We gotta help him. And with that said, we have to give him an opportunity for us to make him feel confident to give us the ball, so we can make the right plays. So we gotta help him, and he gotta help us.
You know, other guys got to contribute. Other guys got to step up. We all got to do it collectively. You know, of course, it's a huge luxury having LeBron on our team. At the same time, we got to be ready to play, and we got to do our job. If you're shooters, you got to make shots. If you got to finish on the rim, you got to finish on the rim, rebounder. Whatever your job is on this team, we need you to do it at a high level.
Typically, the role players perform much better at home. So if LeBron can continue to give you this type of production, the Cavaliers should be able to protect their home court. The Cleveland Indians recently finished up their 4th installment of the Fields for the Future project. Now, another Cleveland Recreation Center has been blessed with a much-needed makeover to their outdoor facilities.
The Fields for Future is a program we've had at the Cleveland Indians for a number of years, and each year we choose a park or a school where we take their baseball fields and we bring them up to a much higher level. And in the process, maybe we spruce up the area around it. Like, for instance, today, in addition to working on the fields over here, we're planting some trees along the walkway here and, beautifying the property.
Dozens of volunteers showed up to help restore this baseball field at Thurgood Marshall Recreation Center. They started off by regrading the field. Cleveland Indians grounds crew trained city workers on how to properly take care of the fields for the long term.
I'm so excited about this, man. I was out there planting trees, man, and picking up benches, and I grew up in this area, and I've never seen anything like this before. So this is really going to boost the community, and when people see beauty, they feel beautiful.
And on top of renovating the field, the volunteers also painted the bleachers, benches, and the walls.
We have a big team here made up in large part by Cleveland Indians volunteers, but we have a number of other partners with us here as well, stepping up and spending the day working pretty hard.
And for more than 20 years, the Cleveland Indians have been committed to youth education and recreation in Cleveland. We provide in-kind and financial support to the Cleveland Metropolitan School District's high school baseball and softball teams, as well as the Cleveland Baseball Federation and the work that they do with the city of Cleveland to provide youth baseball at no charge to families growing up in Cleveland. And we're very happy to do that and to continue doing that. And the Fields for the Future program, which we're here today to celebrate, is a natural extension of that commitment to our kids. And this program really focuses on creating safe and inviting places for kids to play. So kids that are here today, we hope that you're happy to see this wonderful field here.
Cleveland Indians catcher Yan Gomes and his wife have been very hands-on with the Fields of the Future program. They helped out with a financial contribution to make this field happen as well, because Jan knows how important it is to lend a helping hand in the community.
I know many of you know I was born in Brazil. I started playing baseball there, but we didn't have very many opportunities with fields or anything like that. So when Rebecca approached my wife and I about helping out with fields, that became our number one, opportunity that we're like, hey, we're going to do this, because I know how much it impacted me, the little opportunities that I had growing up, and we're just here to help out, and just because I know how passionate I am with this game, we just want to kind of, open doors for you guys.
Today is a great example of what we can accomplish when the community, corporate partners, and the city come together in service of our youth. The work done here today will have a lasting impact on our community. In 2015, the inaugural Fields for the Future project was conducted at Luke Easter Park. And in 2016, a field at Gunning Park was renovated. And last year, there was work done at our Halloran Park. The enhancements to these fields have allowed for more games to be played despite poor weather conditions. And in prior years, these fields could not be used for days after a heavy rain. That is no longer the case.
After the dedication ceremony, Ward 7 Councilman Bashir Jones threw out the ceremonial first pitch on the new Thurgood Marshall baseball field.
I think that young people need to see that people care about them, and that they haven't been left behind, or that they are not invisible. And for the Cleveland Indians organization to do something like this, I was a fan before, but I'm an even bigger fan now, because this is the definition of success. So I'm thankful to the Cleveland Indians organization. I'm thankful to the city of Cleveland. And of course, here in Ward 7, we're thankful.
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of TV20's Inside Sports Report.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth
it. Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Welcome back to TV20's Inside Sports Report. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. The Cleveland Browns held a Neighborhood Equality and Unity Summit at First Energy Stadium. They invited Cleveland law enforcement, CMSD students, and current players to discuss some of the issues they encounter in the community. Upon entrance, there was a time for students, players, and officers to mingle and get more acquainted with each other before the summit began.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to our second Neighborhood Equality and Unity Summit. This initiative was designed to open and broaden the dialogue between Cleveland High School students, our safety forces, and the Cleveland Browns. At this time, I would like to introduce one of the members of the Cleveland Browns, hard-hitting linebacker, if I'm not mistaken. Let's welcome Mr. Christian Kerslick there.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, thank you, everybody, for coming out. Like you said, we got the EMS, fire department, and police officers, and my teammates, Seth, Victor, Body, and Jamie Collins. And I just want to encourage everyone to be as real as possible today in your discussions, because we're trying to bridge that gap between the community and the police officers, and we are the leaders, and it starts with us, and it's up to us to have the great conversations and showing people the way to live and going by the example to our future leaders. So I just encourage you all to be honest, and if you have any type of question or you want to say anything, don't be embarrassed or don't be shy to say it. So Once again, we continue this conversation from last time, and it was definitely an impactful time for me, and hopefully you can impact people at your table. So once again, just be as open, be as free as possible, and we're just going to have a good conversation. So once again, thank you.
The event started off with breakout sessions in which the MC would propose a topic and everyone would discuss it at their tables.
So our first question that we have today, and I want you to listen very closely, what is the impact of both positive and negative media? That's the newspapers, that's the radio, that's social media, that's songs that are being played, including hip-hop, rap songs, trap, rap, whatever you want to call it. So again, what is the positive or negative impact on media, including social media, the impact on the entire community?
Social media is a bigger issue than I thought it was, and that the problem in the schools is that kids don't know how to respect authority, and most of the educators are at a certain age where they're used to the authoritative method of whatever I say goes, whereas in this generation, it's more so based on relationships. You know what I'm saying? If you can only talk to me that way if I already know you, but I don't respect you just because you have a badge on, or I don't respect you just because you're a teacher. So just learning that in aspects just opened my eyes and like, wow, because I come from that era where whatever my grandmother says I do, or whatever his grandmother says I do, or her grandmother, or that police officer, or anybody that's older than me that's elder that I consider an elder, I'm going to listen to.
If we want to change the community's perception of law enforcement, we first have to be able to listen to both sides to help build strong relationships.
So I hope the kids that came today take this, it lights a fire under them, and that we can work together up here in Cleveland or wherever it's at, and so that adults can finally take some time to slow down, listen to what's being said. I recently did a speaking engagement at my local high school, and one of the things I asked the student body to do was to stand in total silence. And I didn't say a word, they didn't say a word for several seconds. And I told them that's the sound of silence, and that's the power of listening. And in that moment of silence, what we actually heard was each other talk.
The breakout sessions were followed by a panel discussion in which police officers and Browns players answered questions from CMSD students about different problems in the community.
I want to thank the students for showing up for this, because this is all about you. I mean, you guys are the future of this country, definitely the future of Cleveland, Northeast Ohio. What you think, what you do matters. That's why all these other folks are here today. That's why you're in Brown Stadium, because what you guys do matter. Because, we're not always going to be here in the roles that we're in now. I need the next police chief. The next linebacker or tight end or defensive back or the next sergeant or chief, the next, photojournalist is going to come from you guys. So if there are issues out there that we can help solve, honestly, a lot of them that we probably caused ourselves, then we have to take that opportunity to help you guys solve those problems and to listen to what you're saying. And that's what this is all about today.
The Cleveland Browns are dedicated to helping bring change to the city, and hopefully this summit was a step in the right direction. Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. If you would like to catch past episodes of the Inside Sports Report, Classic Sports, or any city championship games, head over to our TV20 YouTube channel and click on subscribe.